Tyler Breeze actually won a match on Raw? I know that's Sandow's music, but you get the point. What's up, cool kids? It's me, it's ERIC. This is Raw's EBar. I am the People's co-host, Eric Barnes, so let's get to it. Okay, so the show opened with Stephanie's music hitting, which definitely created some rumblies in my stomach because, oh my god, how many times during the era of the Authority did the show start that way, and it was just horrible. This wasn't so bad. Stephanie wanted to give Shane a gift as an act of goodwill, and it ended up being that picture that Vince had smashed leading up to WrestleMania. I guess that's sweet. I don't know how much Shane really even wanted it after what had happened between them, but regardless, I guess that was a nice little gesture. I'm really not entirely sure about the whole having like one evil person running Raw as well as one good person. Kind of makes me think back to when Stone Cold and Eric Bischoff were co-general managers. It was okay sometimes, but overall, I remember it just being kind of weird and not completely working. So maybe this will be different. Who knows? So Kevin Owens comes out, and he makes his case for why he deserves an Intercontinental Championship match, which totally makes sense because he does deserve it. I mean, he's got a rematch clause. Everybody that's a champion has a rematch clause, and he's never gotten his rematch, and it's very strange. I know he and Shane weren't getting along exactly, but you can't deny the dude his rematch that he's earned, or that he's owed at least. And so then Cesaro comes out, and he says that he basically beat The Miz at Payback. And if it wasn't for the interference, then he would be champion now. Another solid claim. So instead of giving either of them a shot, basically we end up with our first match of the night, which is Cesaro versus Kevin Owens. From what I understand, the winner would have been the number one contender. I don't remember hearing them say that the winner would be the number one contender before the match started, but I think that was the case. So anyway, there was no winner. So officially no number one contender, apparently, for the Intercontinental Championship, I guess. And there wasn't a winner because Miz, who was out there, decided to interfere. And not long after, Sami Zayn came out, and he got in the mix as well, which, why wouldn't he? You know, he just had a match with Kevin Owens at Payback. Let's see. And so it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that this looks like it's going to be a fatal four-way for the Intercontinental Championship at Extreme Rules. But, like, I said this on the scoop, too. I'm not sure what Sami Zayn has done recently, especially, to earn an Intercontinental title match. He's insanely talented. I really like Sami Zayn. His match with Nakamura was unbelievably good. I loved it. But he really hasn't gotten many wins lately. So, I mean, they haven't announced this as a match yet, so maybe I'm, speaking out of church or whatever, but just seems strange to me. They need to give Sami Zayn some wins if he wants to be a credible opponent and contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Alright, so full disclosure, I missed SmackDown last week, so I missed the birth of Gorgeous Truth. Wow. If there's a stupider name for a tag team than Golden Truth, it's Gorgeous Truth. What does that mean? Golden Truth almost made sense, almost meant something, but Gorgeous Truth? I don't understand that at all. So Tyler Breeze actually won his match, as I said at the top of the show, which is crazy. And good for him, you know. Uh, if this weird ass tag team is what it takes for Tyler Breeze to not be a complete jobber anymore, then I guess it's worth a shot. And next we have the Vaudevillians as the default number one contenders for the World Tag Team Championships because of the injury to Enzo Amore. I thought that the match ended up in a no contest from what I saw at Payback, but apparently it was awarded to the Vaudevillians, which is fine. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Honestly, I felt like on Raw, the Vaudevillains had more charisma than usual. They were actually given a chance to talk. I thought that they were pretty good on the mic, I mean, they're not setting the world on fire, but they got done what they needed to. And it really doesn't matter whenever they've still got this very lame gimmick. Like, I don't know. I would just say if I'm the Vaudevillains, maybe just slowly get away from the gimmick. Like, they could still be called the Vaudevillains. They could still be a team. But just, slowly get rid of that and maybe move on to something that's a little more current or makes a little more sense. I get what they're going for, but it's still very strange and not really connecting with the audience at this point. So the New Day and the Vaudevillains are in the ring. They're interrupted by the Dudleys, who think they should restart the tournament. They're talking trash about the Vaudevillains. Restarting the tournament, by the way, was totally stupid. Like, that didn't make any sense. They had already been eliminated, so I don't know. It didn't make sense to me. But so Big Cass, there's craziness happening in the ring. Big Cass comes out, cuts a good promo on his way to the ring. So even without Enzo, Big Cass is still very entertaining. I really enjoyed Big Cass. So this all led to an 8-man tag team match where the Dudleys were paired with the Vaudevillains, who they were just talking trash about a couple minutes before. I don't know. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good match. I thought the entire segment was good. Liked it a lot. And I hope that the build-up to the tag team title match at Extreme Rules just continues to be entertaining. All right, so we also had a new and apparently final edition of the Ambrose Asylum. Stephanie was the guest, and not only was she the guest, but she also canceled the show. Can't really say that I blame her. I mean, to be fair, if anyone legitimately interviewed their boss the way that Dean Ambrose interviewed Stephanie on live TV in front of millions of people, as well as a live audience, they probably would have got canceled as well. So I'm okay with this. I said it a few episodes before. I didn't really think that Dean Ambrose really was a fit for a talk show host. I mean, he's entertaining, of course, and he can have good back and forth with basically anybody, but I was more worried about the fact that people who host these talk shows like The Miz and Miz TV, things like that, they always end up getting mixed up with other people's feuds rather than focusing on their own. So I'm definitely okay with Ambrose Asylum being gone, but now we got the highlight reel back. So Jericho came out, he and Ambrose come to blows, and guys, we lost another good one. Arms of the angel fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the endlessness that you fear. You are from. So then we got a battle royal for the number one contender to become the number one contender for the United States Championship. All right, that's cool. Battle royals are always entertaining to watch. They're always fun, and Mondays was no different. I enjoyed it. I do feel like it would have been cool to see Ryder be able to pull this one out, but I guess I should have known better than to put my faith in Ryder, have my hopes up for Ryder. Yeah, I don't know. Rusev, I feel like he should be able to have a solid feud with Callisto, but I do kind of wish they would have went with a smaller guy. Callisto could potentially have faster paced matches with somebody that's, closer to his size, someone who wrestles a similar style to him, and we've already had the Callisto facing a monster, Callisto facing somebody who's bigger than him. That's basically everybody. I kind of feel like this is going to be similar, but Rusev's cool, so this has potential to be entertaining. Will it or not? Who knows? But, oh well, because who cares about the pre-show championship anyway? Alright, so I gotta say that I really enjoyed Payback. Maybe you didn't, I don't know, but I thought it was a good show, and I thought that it was better than WrestleMania, without question. But I did think that the whole Chicago screw job thing was stupid, ridiculous, redundant. Do they really wonder why Bret Hart never wants to come back? Every time he comes back, he has something thrown in his face that was one of the worst memories of his life, literally, of his life. He hated that. It was horrible. You know what I mean? It took him almost 10 years to come back to the company in any capacity after that. So, I don't know. I thought that was really kind of dumb. But then again, because of the Chicago Screwjob, we did get to see clips of Charles Robinson back in his Lil Nate days. So, maybe it was worth it. Regardless, looks like we're getting a rematch between Charlotte and Natty. So I just hope that at Extreme Rules, they let these ladies get extreme. If you know what I mean. And in the main event, we had Styles, Anderson, and Gallows taking on Roman Reigns and the Usos in a 6-man tag. Not a problem there. I did find this entire match and segment entertaining. It devolved into a brawl. Nothing wrong with that. It's kind of why I watch wrestling. So, but AJ Styles definitely needs to learn that when he has a chance to attack Roman or attack the Usos, bro, you got to take it. You got to capitalize on it, because every time that you don't, you end up getting attacked. So, you might as well go for it, bro. And this time it was with steel chairs. So, you gotta learn a lesson eventually. I am looking forward to the Extreme Rules match, although I'm sure I'll probably be disappointed with the ending, just like I was at Payback, but that's okay. Who knows what's going to happen? It's still very interesting. They didn't really pull the trigger on anything at Payback. Well, I found it to be an entertaining show, but with having another pay-per-view only 3 weeks later, I kind of understand it, even though there are going to be a lot of rematches at Extreme Rules. Alright guys, that's all I've got for you this week. Please like and subscribe if you liked this video whatsoever, even a little bit. Comment below, tell me your thoughts, tell me what you thought of Raw, tell me what you think is going to happen at Extreme Rules. I definitely want to hear from you guys. You know I always talk to you guys whenever you comment, so for sure let me know. And other than that, the other stuff's on my channel, so I'll see you next week.